Hello again, friends. We got something to fix today, from the series Free Fixing for Friends or Nephews of friends or nieces or friends. Anyway, what I'm talking about. Okay, is this guy right here. And let me show you the story about this one. With this page at gamepadtester.net stick drift test, we can check the status of the sticks. As you can see, the left one goes to the left, very clear. Here we are. And the other one, it's not coming down from up there. So nothing else to do, but let's open them up and see. I never opened or fixed anything like this before, so for me it's a, let's call it a premiere. Well, I know that probably this one doesn't have a Hall sensor, so it's probably a potentiometer of some sort. So if it's a potentiometer, then you know that we'll do the magic eraser stuff. Probably we'll be back for a while. This goes out. There we have one screw, Phillips PH0. There we have a screw, another one here. Well, it's not a big deal about opening this. This is out. I think we have another screw behind here. Oops. And another one here. Oh, by the way, I tried the reset and nothing happened. Okay, so now we should be able to take this apart. Of course, after we take care of these two knuckles here. Like that and like that. Now should go apart. No? Any more screws? Don't think so. There we go. Yes. Well, this guy was never ever dismantled. What we got here? Yeah, first of all, let me take out the battery. Okay, the battery is out. I wonder if we take out the battery, is it the controller working anymore? No. Let me see. No. Okay, so it must have all the thingies there. Let's take out the microphone. It's out. What else here? I don't know what is this, but I'll take it out anyway. Oh yeah, we have another screw over here, and we'll take out the battery support like that. Okay, there we have some motors or vibrators or something interesting. You know something? I want to get rid of all of these stuffs because I want to have... Oh, there's no need. We can just do it like that. This is out. This is out. Okay, so what we got here? In fact, we have two potentiometers. Let's check the value of the things before. 500 ohms. Really? 700. 500 ohm looks like a pretty... I'm not sure. I don't believe that. Let's do a photo of the things. And I wanna take out all the wires because I want to work easy. Careful with these ribbons. They are so sensible to heat. Come on. That's fine. And the board, it's free. Okay, I'm not taking that out. Let me see. Can I just take out all of this? Or just the potentiometer? Oh yeah. You know something? Let me take this out and have a proper measurement. Okay. You see, it's double-sided PCB, and that's why it's making all this fuss. Okay, and it's out. Yeah, it's double-sided PCB. Now we can securely measure this guy. 1.96. Doesn't matter the angle. Oh, I think I can take out. These are the brushes. You see? This is a very classic potentiometer. 196 kilo ohms. Isopropylic alcohol and cotton bud. Not bad. Let it dry. Now let's take a look at the brushes. You see, the brushes will be the most important thing, and I'll have the same technology cleaning them with this piece of eraser. Okay, so here we go. We have 4 points of contact, 2 here and another 1 and another 2. We got 4 points, so all of them needs to be cleaned. Okay, it's not so focused, so that's the story, but you got the picture. So we got 1 here. Careful, this is clean, more than enough. Okay, and then we have this one here. You see this one, gently, which is clean for sure, and the other guy, yeah, it is. And to be sure about the things, we can even push them up a bit to have a proper contact. That's it. Now we can put the things together. Let me clean this. Oh, you know something? A little bit of fat doesn't hurt. This is my trick. It keeps the things smooth and not prone to oxidize anymore. Okay, we have fat and it's covered all the way around. Do you think we have a different resistance now? 1.9 something. No way. You see? So it's no problem having some fat over there. Now let's put it back, probably like this. Okay, and it's back. Perfect. But you know something to be sure about, let me take another one out, this one by the way, and let me check the positioning. What's wrong with this? Okay, now it's free. Let's take a look. Oh, that's the right positioning. You see, with this square stuff down there. I don't like the way. Oh, now it's perfect. You see that? And I can even push this down to make them. Okay, so we are good there. Let me already solder it back to the board. There's no reason for me to have this out. Not the soldering I meant. Cleaning the potentiometer. Whoa, this is really dirty. Now it's clean. Okay, let's clean the brushes. That's enough. The lateral brushes, that should be enough. And this guy over here. Oh, easy. So you have to be really careful because they are so thin. I almost ruined this. But you know something, I got a feeling this piece, it's broken already. Yes it is. Probably mechanically ruined. Oh, that one it's kind of turned away. This one it's broke. And of course it's shorter. Okay. Nothing to do. Yeah, this is very clear. So I'll stick with that for now. What can I do with you, my boy? Nothing. I can't do anything about. Okay, that's it. Let's see. So this one is not coming to 0. That's the one we've been... Oh, that's funny. Once again. When inserting the USB cable, the controller becomes the main microphone or the main audio input, let's say, to the PC. So I got no sound over there. That's very interesting. Of course, there is no microphone yet on the controller, so that's why I don't have sound. But as you can see from the video, from the picture itself, you know, it's not coming back to 0. It's drifting to left, the left one, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a disaster. Nothing to do. But buying new potentiometers, that's the single way to fix it. So guys, that's it for today. Until the next one, wish you well and have fun. See you. Bye bye.